Traditional and Roth IRAs are some of the best ways to save for retirement. The Roth IRA, however, gets passed up by many investors. It's a complicated setup that requires some mathematical gymnastics. Both are great, both have their pros and cons, but the biggest difference comes down to taxes. The traditional IRA gives you a tax break when you contribute and only taxes you when money is withdrawn. The Roth IRA taxes you as you contribute. However, you don't get taxed when you withdraw. So, which is better? It depends on you. Will your tax rate be higher in retirement versus when you start your IRA? If your income remains the same and you stay in the same tax bracket between the ages of 30 and 60, the traditional is generally better. If your wages increase, so much so that you end up in a new bracket, the Roth may be better for you. For most, the traditional IRA model ends up being better in the long run. However, there are clever ways for the Roth model to break expectations. Peter Thiel broke the mold with his Roth, worth around $5 billion. How? He bought 1.7 million shares of PayPal when it was a private company at $0.001 per share, for a total of $1,664. PayPal stocks are now around $100. He also made early wise investments in Facebook and Palantir Technologies. And all the billions he made this way are tax-free. 25 years ago, he started this retirement fund, qualifying because he was making under $110,000 a year. Today, this cap is $129,000 if you're single, $204,000 if you're married filing jointly. Contributions were limited to $2,000 a year back then. Now they are $6,000 a year, or $7,000 if you are over 50. For a vehicle designed to accommodate the middle class, $5 billion is exceptional. To further illustrate, Dustin Moskovitz, the co-founder of Facebook with a net worth of over $27 billion, has a Roth IRA that holds about $285 million in shares of Asana. Ted Weschler, investor's deputy at Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway, grew his retirement fund from $70,000 to $264 million using the same approach. He said he managed to do it by carefully selecting the stocks he was going to buy into it, and a lot of luck. When it comes to the pros and cons, it really is complicated. Here's a list of some of the pros and cons. However, it really does all come down to the individual. There are a lot of scenarios where if X, then Y, and a lot of regulations, which change state by state. So, consulting a professional is key to getting good advice. Retirement mistakes can cost you more than just money.